Good morning. It's Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper. This is the second week in July 2016. Ave and I are camped this week in Blue Mound State Park, which is located in southwestern Wisconsin. I'll use this video to show you the highlights of our trip. Blue Mound State Park is located about 30 miles west of Madison, Wisconsin, on the highest hill in the southern part of the state. We're camped in site number 42, and you can see our kitchen canopy back in the back, but the vegetation is very, very thick in this park, and so you can just barely see the top of our tent back there. Now, as I pan around, you'll notice very thick vegetation. It's also very foggy this morning. This is the main road coming through the campground. The shower building is just really around that little curve. You'll see in the distance the entrance to another campsite, but you would never be able to see the people in that campsite. There's another campsite right there. And as I pan around, there's a campsite right there. And this is the road that goes on into the back of the campground. We have some neighbors back behind our car, and you can see the tops of their tent. But again, the understory vegetation is too thick to be able to see much of their campsite. This campground offers many campsites with elevated tent pads and lots of privacy. This is a better view of our campsite. You'll see we've got our kitchen canopy set up here, and our tent is set back in the back. That is an elevated tent pad. I wish the fire ring was a little further away, and I wish that some of the understory vegetation was cleared back away from the campsite. Here's another view of our campsite. We didn't put our kitchen counter up because the raccoons are pretty bad here, and we're having to leave all of our kitchen equipment in the car when we're not using it. They have a fairly long, nice picnic table that can be moved, and so we've got that set up, and when we eat, we'll put our tablecloth on top of it. And you'll see we've got our stove. That's where we'll cook back there. About half of the 20 families camping in the campground were using tents, but most of them were economy tents. The one notable exception was the family in the site next to us that were camping in this Big Agnes Flying Diamond tent. The park has several recreational amenities. For example, it has a bike trail that connects the campground with the 40-mile-long Military Ridge bike trail. It has a very nice swimming pool and splash pad. It has 2 observation towers that provide scenic views of the rolling hills of southwestern Wisconsin. And it has this very large activity field in the picnic area that can be used to play a wide variety of games. Now let me show you some highlights of our trip. Every day we rode into Mount Horeb, the troll capital of the world, and ate either breakfast or lunch at Fink's Cafe with my good friend Ernie Grinder and his daughter Susie. On Sunday, we spent some time at Brennan's Market in Monroe, Wisconsin. They have one of the best selections of produce and cheese I've ever seen. On Monday, we rode over to Wyalusing State Park, located at the confluence of the Wisconsin and Mississippi rivers.
This campsite overlooks the Wisconsin River. This exhibit in the Visitor Center provides information about canine predators. A few miles south is Nelson Dewey State Park, located on the shore of the Mississippi River. This scenic overlook is located near the campground and provides a beautiful view of the Mississippi River. Then we rode down to Cassville and enjoyed watching the barge traffic on the river. On Tuesday, we rode up to Wisconsin Dells, located just a few miles north of our park. Wisconsin Dells is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the state and offers a wide variety of recreational activities. We enjoyed the original duck tour. Our driver was very entertaining. On Wednesday, we rode down to Ernie's farm and rode on some of the trails around his farm to see some of the most beautiful scenic vistas anywhere in southwestern Wisconsin. Then we rode down to New Glarus to spend the afternoon. We toured the New Glarus Brewery new facilities, enjoyed seeing these beautiful brass mash tuns, and enjoyed watching this automated bottling process. After the tour, we walked around town and ate a light supper at the Glarnerstube.
Well, I hope that this video gives you a little bit better idea of Blue Mound State Park, Wisconsin, and I hope that you'll consider visiting this park if you're ever in southwestern part of the state. For more information about great family camping destinations in the Lake Michigan states, please read my book, The Family Camping Guide to Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, and Indiana. And also visit my website, www.basictentcamping.com. For information about modern tent camping equipment and procedures, you can read my book, Basic Tent Camping, and visit my Facebook page, Modern Tent Camping. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.